All right, we're live, special edition, Tib, Wednesday night, solo, no guest. Haven't done, I don't know the last time I've done a solo pod. It was definitely a very long time ago. Like maybe like 2021. It's not really my jam. But was supposed to have a guest on last night. I was supposed to do Tib last night, but I had to meet some brokers at work and I couldn't do it. But I didn't want the public and people to think that I was actually retiring or actually giving up or didn't want to do Tib. So special Wednesday night players recap. Um, Masters Burners in here. My boy, he loves live. He hates the Valspar Championship. He doesn't appreciate, average golfers grinding out and what it could do for them. He's too focused on fucking UConn, who sucks. But regardless, I didn't really voice my full thoughts on the unfortunate events that took place at Ponte Vedra Beach at the Players Championship last week. That was pretty incredible. Late Valspar card this week was just, grinding with work. Shout out work. Shout out my job. But we got that out. We bet, some longer shots. Didn't really know what to do up top, but we'll get to that later. I'm down to get into the players and the recap and everything that happened. You know, do this shit every single week for the past 3 years. Bet a full outright card. Bet a bunch of guys, and that was one of the best cards you could say that I've ever put together. Just in terms of the guys, I bet where they were in the tournament, where they were on Sunday, where they were on Saturday night. Like I really had it kind of locked down. Like I had the 3 most likely winners going into Sunday. Xander was at -17. Wyndham was at -18. I think Harmon was at -16. I could be wrong on that. And then Scotty was at 12, and like Fitz was around, and McNeely was around, but I knew they had no chance. But Saturday morning was really the first time where I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I'm actually gonna hit a winner this week. Like I should win. Like I have everyone covered. But Scotty was still, kind of in my mind of he is the only other person in this tournament that could actually win. Like I obviously thought that, not a hot take, but he was close enough where, I really thought no one else had a chance to win. And he puts the ball in the water on whatever the drivable par four. I don't know which hole that was, like 13 or 14. And I was like, okay, like no, like you never see Scotty do that. That's not a normal thing to happen. Goes on and makes par. And then he was dead. Like he genuinely was way too far back. Birdie's the par 5 16th. Everyone should birdie that. Birdie's 17, which is crazy. And it's like, okay, like still probably a little bit too far back. And then Birdie's 18. I'm like, okay, like he at least could win tomorrow. Like it's in the cards. And then, Saturday, Xander played really well. I had Wyndham. I thought Wyndham was going to win Friday night. Then I thought Xander was going to win Saturday night. I was just kind of rooting for both of them. I didn't, want one or the other to win. I think I preferred Wyndham a little bit to win just because I bet more on him Friday night because I was upset with how little I bet on him to win because I usually bet to win like 35, $4,000. And I only bet him to win like 25, which was very frustrating because I thought I was going to hit a winner. And then makes great bogey on 17, but Xander had, obviously one of the rounds of the day. And then Sunday, my little cousin, it was like his birthday party, and his dad was, always a good older cousin to me. So I was like, I have to go, but I'm literally just going to be watching golf the whole time. So I'm driving out to Queens. I'm just streaming on my phone, turn off all my phone Twitter notifications, turn off all text message notifications. I didn't want anything to be ruined. And I'm watching it. I'm looking at the live odds, like seeing if anything comes up. Also, I didn't hedge on Scotty. I should have obviously should have just hedged on Scotty Saturday night, 11-1. But and just thrown like $100 on it because he was literally the only person that could win. But I just was like, I'm in such a good position. I bet to win less than my normal amount. I want every single cent of an outright this week. I don't want to hedge a little bit. But in hindsight, 11-1 Scotty on Saturday night was definitely the play. And then I'm tracking Scotty, obviously, and he pars the first 3 holes. And I'm like, okay, like we're good. He parred the first 3 holes. He didn't birdie the par 5. Like Wyndham, has a fucking 4-foot eagle putt. And then I'm watching it 80 yards. I'm like, okay, this is probably going to birdie this, like put it to tap in range. And no bullshit. Scotty Scheffler, the number 1 player in the world, who the odds like are always incredible on, was 22-1 on hole 4. 22-1, which is insane. He was 11-1. Like the fact that he was 22-1 at any point during the round just shows how fucking preposterous it was. I see the ball in there. Well, I'm okay. Tap and birdie, whatever. It's fine. Holes out for eagle. I'm like, okay, like I do not feel good, but like still have some chances. And then once he sank the 15-footer on the next, I'm like, oh no, this is like actually happening. Like this is Scotty is going to make a run at this, and I'm not going to win, and it's not going to be easy. And I'm just like, what? And I'm just like, Wyndham missing that fucking 4-footer for eagle was one of the most miserable things I've ever seen. Like, hits 2 incredible shots, puts it to 4 feet. The guy's putting his face off the whole week. He's like standing on the ball for like 15 minutes. And the putts were so weak. They were just like weak and like wipey. And he was like hitting it off the toe. And Harmon, too, misses 2 6-footers to start. Like literally top 5 putter in the entire world. Major champion. 2 6-footers, doesn't even touch the hole on the first 2. And I wasn't really rooting for Harmon at all. I never was really sweating him just because I just didn't. If I already hit Harmon, like I didn't, everyone bet him. Like I would have preferred the other 2, and I just was never really sweating him. Like he wasn't in the final group, but he misses 2 shorties, and I'm like, are you kidding me? Like things are not going well early. Yeah, and then Xander made a couple putts. I gotta pull up the scorecard here, but and then I think Wyndham missed like a 4-footer on 10, maybe. Yeah, Wyndham missed a 4-footer on 10, but he, 2 under on the front. That's fine. Birdied the 2 par 5s, like did his job. Finally missed the 4-footer. And then Xander Schauffele on hole 11, which he double bogeyed earlier in the week on Friday, which was he had 100 yards into the green after he put in the water, and he missed the green and then 2-putted. Like he never should have made double bogey, whatever. It would have been terrible, but like he never should have made double on that hole. So that's 1 stroke. Xander is fucking position A, 326 in the fairway on hole 11, a super easy par 5. 11, 35 more birdies and eagles than pars and bogeys on that hole. He is in the prime position, hit his best drive of the week on that hole. And at that point, Scotty made his charge, and Xander's sitting at minus 19 under. Minus 20, probably wins it. Minus 21 definitely wins it. And he just fans like a 6-iron to the right, which is like the last place you would want to miss. And it's just like that was his time to take control of the golf tournament. Like you have a 6-iron into a par 5, And if you make a couple birdies coming in, Scotty literally cannot catch you. And to make a par there and to hit such a weak iron shot in, I was like, it's over. Like, he's not winning this golf tournament. He had to birdie that hole. He had to birdie the short par 4, and he had to birdie the last par 5. And, Scotty, no matter what he did, probably couldn't catch him. So that was just killed me, dude. Like, that par 5, and I know he birdied the next hole, which he shouldn't have, but he should have had a way easier birdie there. He was just swinging way too hard. I was like, all right, we got one back. We get through the par 3, and then 14, 52 are the hardest holes on the course. Those are the 2 you kind of had to get through. Hits his 2 worst drivers of the day, and it's just like, that was his time to settle in and just kind of make a couple pars. And just hits. I mean, the drive on 14 actually wasn't that bad. The wind took it, and he had a decent shot in and had a bad chip, and he couldn't. And then 15 drive was just terrible. I mean, it was just awful. And he had a position to make par on that with the 9-footer and just misses it. Makes the comfy birdie on 16. But realistically, and I always say this, Xander should have literally been minus 21 with a par 5 to play, not doing anything special, not doing anything crazy. Xander on 11 fairway, birdied that, birdie 12. He's minus 21 with a par 5 to play, and Scotty gets in at 20. It's just unbelievable how he was unable to get in. I just could not believe that. And Wyndham, his luck kind of ran out, but I can't really be that upset with him. Shot -3 in the final round, one back of Xander, made a couple sloppy bogeys, but I don't know. I mean, it really came down to that 4-footer for Eagle. There was nothing else he really should have made or should have done. He actually got up and down pretty well. But I can't believe he missed that 4-footer for Eagle on 2. That was just incredible. And it's one thing to have one of those guys and come up short of Scotty. It's just whatever. But to have all 3, and all 3 easily should have gotten to minus 20 at least, at least at a minimum. It's just incredible. I just could not believe I picked those 3 players, and they were 3 shots clear of anyone else. Minus 19 wins every player's ever. And we lose to Scotty fucking Scheffler. And I poked the bear, admittedly. I didn't talk shit, but I was gnawing at Scotty this week. I said he wasn't going to win. He wasn't going to game putting. And he was injured for 2 days and only won by 1. So, I also was kind of like, okay, he's not even at full strength. We got him. He doesn't have to win this week. No one's ever repeated. I thought we had him on Friday afternoon. I genuinely was like, we're good. He just doesn't have it this week. And I genuinely don't know how Scotty got to minus 20. I'm looking at the rounds and I'm like, how does that add up to minus 20? He didn't play that well. Obviously came out hot with a 67 in round 1, which was, a pretty good round. But sit 3 under, 3 under injured, did nothing special, shot 3 under, and then next day shot 4 under. Those 2 rounds just show his greatness, that he wasn't 100% and was still slapping it around and still was able to shoot a couple under par, which was all he needed to do. 70 even kills him. 1, even par round just kills Scotty. And the fact that Xander and Wyndham both shot 7 under rounds and didn't get to minus 20, I just don't get how it happened. And now Scotty is 4.5 to 1 to win the Masters, which is preposterous. Just a truly insane number. Truly Scotty Scheffler's 4.5 to 1 to win the Masters. That is, I don't think anyone since Tiger has been 4.5 to 1 to win the Masters. And honestly, he's probably going to win. Like, after Bay Hill, I'm like, take it easy. Like, Scotty will regress. No. On Masters week, I'm kind of at a point where I would like to bet a couple guys in the without Scotty market because one, Augusta is the absolute perfect course for him. He's going to dominate there. And two, it's a smaller field, and usually guys winning events win the Masters. And I just don't really see how he's going to be there. Like, he will be top 5 going to the final round, and I just don't really see him. I don't know what it's going to take for him to lose a golf tournament. The new putter is insane, and I talk shit about it. I didn't think it was going to be sustainable, but I looked through Scotty's round. I don't think he 3-putted once, and he just made a lot of 10 to 15 footers. He did not make any bombs. He did not do anything crazy, but he just a few times around knocked in a 10-footer, knocked in a 15-footer, didn't 3-putt, made a lot of 4 or 5-footers for par, which he hasn't shown he's been able to do. And you fucking hole out for eagle. Like, it's just incredible. He missed a shorty. He missed like a 5-footer, kind of a tough sloper, but like that was it on Sunday. He made every single putt he should have. And just watching him play, like, the ball striking, blah, 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 like, I know, but like, he's just never out of position. Like, he's incapable of missing a fairway. And he's hitting driver. It's not like he's like just hitting 4 hybrid or 3-wood down there. Like, he's legitimately like just ripping driver, like 315 dead center of the fairway every time. And he's so good with his irons. Just nothing is not hole high. Everything is just a 10, 15 feet. And he wasn't a dart fest this week from him. I don't know how many, approach shots he hit inside 5 feet. Like, I don't think it was that many. But the new putter is just, it's going to be tough to beat. And it's hilarious how, post players last year, I need to sip my LaCroix. Like, post players last year, it's like, yo, like, if this guy just putts, like, he'll win every event. And it's like happening now. It's like truly, this is happening. Like, this is mallet putter Scotty. Like, he can definitely gain 1 to 2 strokes putting and be there. And honestly, like, I hate Scotty because he took a fucking bunch of money away from me. I actually thought his presser early in the week was great. I haven't listened to his post-round presser just because it's too upsetting to me. But if Scotty's like that in his pre-tournament interview more, like, I really like that brand of Scotty. Also, bearded Scotty, way easier to like. Love bearded Scotty. I think bearded Scotty, stands for something. He looks better. Like, he just looks better as a person. Like, I think he's better looking with a beard. And, it's just tough. I really do wish, like, he was never born, truly. Like, I would have, be a lot richer. I don't know what other times he's really fucked me. I had him at the U.S. Open in 2020, and he couldn't fucking nut up and win that. And I bet him heavy to win the Tour Championship in 2022. And so, like, whenever I bet against Scotty, like, he's going to go take it. And whenever I bet on him, now that I do, like, he hasn't really won for me. So that's been upsetting with him. And, like, if you just, like, kind of compare Scotty's final round at Waste versus this final round, I mean, it's night and day. The guy could not touch the hole on a 4-footer. Like, he was hitting it too close. Like, I need that Scotty back. And, like, Scotty drilling 10-footers, saving par, like, the one time he's out of position, like that 8-footer he made on I don't know which hole. Those were just killers. Those were just, if one of those don't drop, it would have been so sick, and I'm being biased. He really made an 11. Oh my god. I didn't realize that he didn't hit the green. Yeah, he made an 11-footer for birdie on 9, and then he fucking made that. Oh my god, that round. It was really upsetting, that entire round. He just made every putt he needed to, and just birdied every hole he needed to. And I hate him. I really do hate him. It would have been the most epic thing ever to have a 3-person playoff with all my guys in it, or just 2 of my guys in it. It just would have been sick. And like, at the end of the day, like, I'm investing a decent amount of money into this shit every fucking week, and I don't have to be. And the reason why you bet every single week is so when you win, you make up for the losing weeks. Like, it's not like, betting NFL or some shit. Like, you need to hit winners to have a decent year. And this year's just been terrible. Like, my guys just can't fucking win. Like, I don't know who I fucking pissed off. But, like, Feegs, like, at TOC, 100% should have been in the playoff. 3-putted twice on Saturday. Fucking Ben on. Just chipping for eagle, makes bogey, loses in a playoff. Sam Burns, like, minus 225, hits it in the water, like, losing to fucking Nick Dunlap. Cantlay, massive lead at Genesis, doesn't even come close. And then I have 3 guys this week. It's just incredible this season. Like, I just can't hit a fucking winner. I know a lot of people haven't hit winners because no, I'm not, Ghost. I don't smoke pot anymore. But just terrible this year. It's just been awful. Like, I just need to hit a winner. Like, I don't even care about, like, Vic Lab or anything. Like, I just want to make some of the up of the money I lost. It's really upsetting. And to have all of those, all their win probabilities, and none of them even losing a playoff to him, just sucks. And to lose to Scotty, it's just such a fucking bitch. He really fucking is. And he hasn't won outside the spring ever. Like, I understand, all the comps and everything, but win a tournament you haven't won already. Like, genuinely. Like, I'm not, this real take. Real take. Win outside the fall. Pro Golf Takes tailed me when I had thanks. Less commiserating, more forecasting, please. Fair. I probably complain enough. But everyone was very nice to me on Twitter, luckily. A lot of people told me to, go fuck myself. Got a lot of nice texts. And I knew I never should have fucking tweeted Saturday night and said I have all these guys in the mix. Even though I said Scotty's probably going to shoot -7 and beat me. But people fucking text me. Shout out Nate texting me. Shout out. He said, congrats on the sweat-free Sunday on Sunday morning. Nate, that was bad. That was really bad. I shouldn't have tweeted anything Saturday night, and I knew I shouldn't have. And just everyone was congratulating. It was upsetting. But I really did think, I was like, I'm going to hit a winner this week. Like, I already spent the money. But I guess we're capping the Valspar. This event is fine. I think it's at a tough spot in the schedule. And obviously it goes up against March Madness. But I think the course is like, like, it's fine. Like, I'm glad it's not a birdie fest. If it was, it would be just completely identical. D-list, like, there would just be nothing to this course. But that, I like this event. It's fine. Like, I hope it plays difficult. I hope the wind is up. I hope there aren't a bunch of delays. I hope it ends on Sunday. But, yeah, betting board this week, Xander, 750. I mean, you can't bet Xander. I think he has no chance to win. I think that it would be like him and Harmon, I'm completely out on. I think that contending that deep into that tournament and lose by Scotty, I just don't see it. I understand Harmon's a decent number 22, but no, Harmon's not a winner. I don't, you know, he's a longer shot bet on shorter positional courses. Like, I don't think this is really a spot for Harmon. I'm out on both of them. JT 14 makes sense to me. And I think, as pointed out by other people, this is not my take, but it's similar to a lot of great golfers that were shitty, and then they come back and they win a shit event, like Ricky and Spieth at Valero and J Day. Like JT's been great here, and he's been off and on all year. Even so, I just don't think JT's quite there yet. I think he needs a little bit more time, and I would never bet him at 14-1 at this place. I just wouldn't. Burns 14. I don't think he's winning. I've been betting him a bunch this year. I'm not even considering. Oh, no? He's not winning. He's not going to win 3 out of 4 years. I'm just out on it. I like Cam Young, to be honest. Shout out Andy. We're close. I like Cam Young this week. I think it's a good bounce back spot. He can't putt and he can't win, but I do think he plays well. But I think I'm just never betting Cam Young ever. Like, I'm just good on him. I bet Finau at 28. I never bet Finau. I think Finau's a loser. Like, I genuinely don't think he's all he's cracked up to be. But I just think 28-1 on Tony Finau has actually had a decent year, and he putted well his last 2 starts. I really like that out of Tony. He's a prolific ball striker. He's won in semi-difficult conditions before. Has a top 5 at this event. I think if he putts level and gets the ball striking back from earlier in the year, I think he'll be in it this week. And it's also a shit field. I like betting Tony in shit fields. I'm not in betting Tony in big events with big players. Tony's, top 5 player in this field. 28-1. It's a good number. Like, I think 28-1 on Finau is solid. Sanjay Im's dead. He's been terrible this year. I don't know what's up with him. I hope it's not Will Wilcox, but I'm out on him. Minwoo, no, he's not a good iron player. Nick Taylor, not winning twice in this short of time. Keegan, I think it's just too short for me. This is a place that he's had success at. It's a good course fit. I'm just out. I'm not betting him at 40. So I bet Sepshock at 70 early on Monday morning. Straka was definitely a guy that I wanted to bet going into the week. So I was value hunting, and I didn't think he would be 70 at all. But Sep's wins have come on Bermuda courses in the South, in this type of scoring range. Sepp Straka is an elite. He's very accurate off the tee. Great. He's not super long off the tee, but he's super accurate. I like that. I like him in difficult conditions. I like him on Bermuda. He can win. He has win equity. 70-1, stupid number. 40 is fine. I don't hate it at 40. I really like Sepp this week. I know he's popular, but I think it's for good reason. And he's a good outright bet just because he's boom or bust. Hadwin, 45. No, he's not winning this event again. Bez, I bet at like 60. Like, FanDuel had crazy numbers on Monday. So it's always important to get your bets in early. Bez, he's been playing some golf recently. Like, he's really been kind of lurking, week after week. I like him on Bermuda. 13th at the Players, gained 7 on approach, gained putting, a little loose off the tee. I love that. Like, he's been really good on approach this year. The putter's been good as well. Never played this event once before. That's all you need. You don't need some crazy course history, but the approach play is hot. The putter's hot. He almost won earlier in the year. He's been very consistent. I like Bez. I really do like Bez. Gim, I bet him at 80. He's 45 now. I knew as soon as I saw him at 80, I was like, he will literally be like 50 by the end of the week. But yeah, Gim would not bet at 45-1. Best bet in the world at 80-1. It's very obvious, but he's played here before. He's trending. He's probably a lock for a top 20. Probably won't win, but he'll play well this week. Rye, Cole Mitchell out on. Bo Hostler. No, I think Bo peaked in the fall. Shank, no. He had one good week. Like I'm out on Shank. Taylor Moore, he's live. I have in my notes in 2024 bet the 2023 winner because it went Paul Casey back to back, Burns back to back, maybe more back to back. But no, I'm out. I'm out on him. I like Patrick Rogers. Maybe a first round leader play 90-1. Seems like a good spot. He's been good at Valero, which isn't a perfect comp, but I think it's decent. I don't know how well he's playing, but Patty Raj, he could fuck. I like Todd. Biggest locks for top 5, top 10. Maybe no one, but I think we're back. I should pop up in a second. Oh no. Oh no, we're back. We're good. Okay. What was I looking at? Oh, the odds board. Joel Damon, proper shout. I think he's, could finish top 30. Not going to bet him. Todd, I like him. Vic Perez, guy's playing golf right now. He was like, I know he's popular, but like early in the week was like, I'm betting Vic Perez here. He's a random Euro. Random Euros have been playing well this year. Second at Punta Cana, I bet him. Played well last week, I think, as well. Played well the week before that. He's a random Euro. He could fuck this week. Ryan Fox is your winner. Ryan Fox is winning the Valspar championship. Do I have any stats or anything to back this up? No, I don't. But I always think that Fox is going to win this event or Colonial. One of those two, Fox will win. He won Wentworth on like a shorter positional course with a lot of long irons. He's an elite iron player. I like the difficult conditions for Foxy. And he's an elite player. Like he's a guy that is one of the best DP World Tour players. So it's kind of time for him to kind of nut up and play well. Novak, I invented him. He's kind of my guy. And we're boys on Twitter. He's been playing some good golf. I like this guy's an elite long iron player. I'm willing to put that in the category. He's, a top 20 ball striker in this field, Andrew Novak. Can't putt, but he's had the most success in Florida. 125-1, top 20. That's probably a big lock. I would nuke that. Like, I think that is an easy play. Novak, top 40, top 30. That's an easy one for me. Pretty funny to see Dietz at 140-1. Dietrich, like, legitimately, like almost won Farmers and, like, had really good showings after that. And it was 140-1. Just funny to say. Matty Nee. You bet Matty Nee at the Valspar. It's just a rule I have. I love Matty Nee this week. Second here in 2022. Played great last week. Matty Nee's an elite ball striker. I don't care what anyone says. Love him here. I think it's a good spot for him. Top 20, top 10. It's probably a good shout. Jimmy Stagner. I didn't even know he was a local guy, but he is. He's a not Jacksonville, fucking Tampa area guy. So I actually don't like that. I think that's, he's being interviewed this week. Like he's got too much going on, but he's golfing his ball right now. Had him at Puerto Rico, played great, should have won, but he didn't. Made the cut last week. I think finished like 30th. It's just like an easy play for me. Like you bet Jimmy Staggs. I'm going to bet him every single week. Like Myrtle Beach, whenever he tees it up, I'm on Staggs. He can't win if I'm not on him. I bet kind of a light card this week. Matty Schmid 270. I'm adding Matty Schmid 275-1. Silly number. This guy's been fucking. He's been great. He was good at Puerto Rico, and he was good last week. And, yeah, That's easy for me. That I'm betting Maddie Schmidt. Add Maddie Schmidt to my card, 275 to 1. $10 on that. That's an easy one. No one else really talk about. I haven't done my first round leader card this week, but I might just bet all my long shots. First round leader. But Maddie Nee first round leader is a nuke. I'm trying to see if there's anyone else that I really like. Bramlett, always a good first round leader play. Jimmy, definitely. Bez, early. Yeah, a lot of my guys are AM, PM, which I don't know if it's better. Like almost all of them. I did no wave advantage shit this week. Did not factor that into my models at all. Just because I don't know what's going to happen and I'm not going to make a big deal about it. Oh, I'm tired. Yeah. So that's it for me. I'm all good. I don't like solo pods, to be honest, but a lot of people, DMs were flooded with people saying we need a TIB this week. Moral of the story: I cannot believe the players happened like that. Fuck Scotty Scheffler. I hate him. I had a great card, and 3 guys finished clear the next guy at -19, and Scotty clips him by 1. Terrible. It's just absolutely terrible. If you're watching this for the first time, I means nothing about this week. I'll probably have a shit week this week just because I had a good card last week. Means nothing. Don't tell my plays thinking that I'm going to hit a winner because I'm not. Would really like one. Like I'm owed one, and hopefully it's for a lot of money. But yeah, I like Patrick Rogers first round later. Maybe we're gonna put that in anyway. Appreciate the support. Appreciate the kind words from people after that devastating Sunday. Card is out. It's tweeted, but I'll run through it quick. Big Tone, Bez, Sepp, Doug Gim, Big Dick, Vic Perez, Matty Nee, Fox, Andy Noves, Jimmy 200. Fox is your winner by 5. We need it. We deserve it, and we need it. Let's hit a winner this week. I'm sick of these fucking runner-ups. And next week, Houston should be actually a good event. I'm hyped for Houston. Zal is your winner. Scotty's playing, but we'll see on that. But yeah, I hope everyone has a great night. We'll be back to regular pod next week. And I hope everyone has a good night and a good weekend. Peace.